This is the story of 3 disturbing encounters with the same man. Let's not make it 4. I was 15 years old at the time and out to a weekend afternoon movie with my friend. We were really early, so we decided to take a look around a nearby toy store to kill some time before the previews began. I was strolling absent-mindedly down an aisle by myself, looking at toys I felt far too old for, when I heard an odd whistle. If you've ever heard the iPhone notification chime, then you have an idea of the sound I heard. I thought nothing of it. Maybe it was just someone's phone, and I moved through the aisles, eventually meeting back up with my friend. We walked around a bit more, talking and laughing, and I heard that whistle once again. Being preoccupied with my conversation more than anything, I still didn't pay any mind. On our way out of the store, I heard the whistle for a 3rd time, but much closer, practically right over my shoulder, and I whipped around mid-sentence. A man stood there, grinning from ear to ear in a strangely sinister way. The smile didn't fully reach his eyes. He was a bit on the small side, scraggly, with long hair tied back in a low ponytail. He had on a tattered black t-shirt, which hung loosely off his thin frame in a bulging black drawstring backpack. "Hi," he said, stretching his lips even wider around his contrastingly bright white teeth. As a teenage girl, I was no stranger to the attention of older men, but something about his persona and approach set me on an edge. Still, I was taught to be polite. "Hi," I responded tentatively, taking a step backwards and away from his intense stare. "I've noticed you around the store and thought I could get your opinion on something." He unfurls a crumpled, stained copy of the store's weekly ad and pointedly stabs at the Barbie doll selection with his index finger. "See, I'm looking for the perfect doll for my niece, and I just have no idea which one to pick. What do you think?" He looks up and smiles, but his eyes are dark pools of nothingness, devoid of any real interest. "This one is nice," I say, pointing to a doll at random, hardly looking at the ad. "Wow, thank you. I really appreciate that. Hey, has anyone ever told you how pretty you are? You must go to the gym often. What gym do you go to?" Taken aback by his abrupt stream of rehearsed sounding pickup lines, I say thank you and forced to laugh. I'm young and so is my friend. Our inexperience and his strange approach keeps us frozen in place. His eyes bore only into mine, and his grin, wider still and deeply disconcerting, never fades from his face. "Hey, do you want to be friends? I like very much to be friends with you. You know what friends do? They take pictures together. Let's take a picture together since we're friends." He holds up a red flip phone with the front cover held together by a rubber band. He activates the front-facing camera, and before I can say anything, he leans into me, face uncomfortably close, and snaps the picture. He looks at it briefly, smiles, and pockets his phone. "There now, we're friends," he says matter-of-factly, and turns his gaze back to me appraisingly. Stupidly, in a horrified daze, I nod. "So, where are you from? Where are you going after this? What do you like to do?" My friend puts her hand on my arm and I suddenly break from my stupor. "We have to go. My dad's waiting," I say, and we turn to go. My last but not final glimpse of him is with his head cocked to the side, and that wide smile spread across his face. His eyes now flicker with something I can only recall as amusement. We turn our backs, and as soon as we get far away enough, we run. Fast forward to a year and a half later. I'm in my junior year of high school and on the early morning city bus heading to my first class of the day. The bus is packed, and I squeezed my way to the back, reaching out a hand to grab the pole as the bus brakes sharply. I hear a whistle close to my ear. When I hear it again, I adjust my earbuds in my ears. Why isn't that person answering their phone? A hand closes right above mine on the pole. It is too close and our fingers brush, but the person holds their hand there almost intentionally. I move to my hand and glance up and into the broad smile of the creepy man from the toy store. Cold chills shoot down my spine and I grip the pole even harder until my knuckles turned white. He tilts his head, still smiling his toothy grin, and says, "Hi, friend." The bus is so jam-packed that there's nowhere else for me to go, so I turn my body as far as possible away from him, hoping that playing dumb would work in my favor and he would just go away. He leans closer still and says, "Hi, do you remember me?" I shake my head no and lean as far away as I can in the tight space. He frowns and looks suddenly angry. "No, I know you. We met before. We're friends." I shake my head again, looking down, pretending to be engrossed in my music player. Maybe if he didn't get a full look at my face, he might think he had me confused with someone else. "No, I have your picture," he says, and reaches into his drawstring bag, pulling out his red flip phone, held together by frayed rubber bands. All the while I'm thinking, if he sees me get off at the stop to my school, he'll know where I am every day and can find me easily. But if I get off at a random stop before my school, he could get off with me. I have nowhere else to go. He's still scrolling through his phone, and I'm imagining all the other girls' pictures he might have on there when he asks, "So, what school do you go to?" I think about saying mind your own business, but remember his angry frown from before and give him the name of another school. It doesn't really make sense because this bus only goes past one high school and not the one I told him. But he nods at this and says, "Hold on, I have your picture somewhere here. We're friends." The bus pulls up to my high school and there is nothing else I can do but get off. While he's still preoccupied with his phone, I lose myself in the crowd and run all the way to school. I'm shivering when I get to the first period classroom and I can hear the blood rushing in my ears. I asked my boyfriend to take the bus with me every morning for the next few weeks, and I change up my route going to and from. But I don't see him again until 2 years later, and I'm a sophomore in college. I am taking the bus home alone after a late night out with friends when I hear a weird whistle. Enough time has passed, but I don't feel much alarm and exit the bus at my stop. It is completely dark out, and I am one of 2 people who get off. Then, from behind me I hear, "Hello there. Do you remember me?" I turn around and it's him again. It's hard to make out his features in the dark, but I instantly remember the tone of his voice. Recall the whistle, the tilted head, and the wide, toothy smile. I see what looks like a backpack strapped to the front of his chest. "No," I say and started walking faster, her heart racing, wondering how fast I can run in these flip-flops. I hear him picking up speed behind me and I dare to glance back. I glimpse him starting to run at me, his hand in his backpack, digging around for something that I don't want to know. He is angry now, smile gone, and he shouts at me, "So you want to be that way?" I started running and don't stop until I get home. So, to the whistling man with the backpack, no, I do not want to be your friend. Let's not meet again.